Hi, can you see you? Do you know who you are, where you're coming from, and where you're going? It's February 9th at 0600 hours and 34 minutes. It is Wednesday, 2022. I have a question. Do you know you? Do you know who you are and have everything you've done encourage you? The reason we ask these questions because you get lost. Sometimes we look at the world, which is the negative, which in this case mean outside, the positive, which mean inside. Reason I say negative and positive. The negative is everything outside of you that you have no control over. So if you just check out your home, you have no control over certain things in your home. But the positive, you have full understanding that you can control those things. And what I mean, a TV has a power outlet. In order for the television to come on, you have to either plug it in to a power source or, and after that, the TV is not on. Now it's just being fed electricity, which in our case is called energy. And then you turn it on. And once you turn it on, you have the choice. Now, once you turn it on, that's what start the power and the control that you have. You just activated all of your power and control and dominion over everything in your life. So now that it's turned on, there's a signal, which is, if you compare it to another person, it's a wavelength. And within this wavelength, you again have the power and control how much and where it is directed to. I think sometimes we forget that. We have the power and control and the ability to understand that we control everything that we do. So once we understand that, we have better what? Understanding. So within that understanding, what is that called? That is called power. You are now educated, because within your education, you have the ability to do anything you want, because it's doing what? It's in you now. No one or nothing can tell you what to do and how to do it. If you don't believe it, you are not, here's the cliche, you will not receive it. And if you don't receive it, your mind will not agree. So everything inside of you will not be the truth. I had this talk with this brother. He said, you have a one-track mind. You are a know-it-all. You want to know the funny part? I know a lot of you think the same thing. But think about this. What if you came into something and every time you heard people talk, it was doubt? But everything you have experienced have been truth. And what I mean, again, the power you control, the truth that you have will overcome their doubt. Remember, it's their prescription do not describe you. So if somebody say I'm one-track mind, I say no. Why do you think that? So people think I'm a one-track mind person because you say you're not always right. And I said, that's the problem. You're looking at me for right and wrong. I never once said I was right. And it's like, you playing with words. Like, say no. I said, listen, watch all of my videos. Watch anything about me. Now, if you learn about me, if you want to know, you will understand I never came at you with right or wrong. What have I led you to? Understanding. See, you thought I was going to say truth. No, I led you to an understanding, because I can't lead you to my truth. So when that brother said that, I said, that's untruth. That's not a right or wrong. He said, what does that mean? And I said, finally, you asked the question that you were supposed to ask, not saying, well, you want to understand it in the world. Yes, in my world, with no understanding, I have nowhere to go. That's my world. I don't know how other people's worlds work. So inside of me, if I don't have an understanding, I don't have enough information. And if I don't have enough information, how will I be able to be? Think about that. I can't be, because I am a being. It's an action. I have no direction. I have no step to go. So if I have no direction and no step and no place to go, how can that be knowledge? If I don't understand, that is not knowledge, right? I will not become wise. So I continued on with him. He said, you want to know one thing about why I speak that way and why I am inside of me? I said, imagine your first 10 times you're not correct or wrong or right, 10 times truth, 10 times truth. He said, wow. Then 10 more times. So now it was 20. Then you get to 30, 40. I said, brother, I'm 1,000 for 1,000. He said, huh? I said, he said, because he asked me too within the statement, what if my belief is wrong? I said, okay, I'm gonna use your words because that's your understanding. My belief is wrong in what if people are doubting? Then I asked them, is your belief system the same as your belief system? He said, huh? What do you believe? Is it true? You cannot believe something and doubt it, because that's called belief. That's not a belief no more. Now you're just part of the regular cycle of knowing. Now pause. Your belief and your believe are not the same. They're the same words in what you call that compound or plural sense of the word. And a lot of us don't understand this. I say, you know why I'm 1,000 for 1,000? Every truth that has been given upon me has been true. And again, he said, correct. I said, no, because you're looking for wrong or right. I cannot give you wrong or right. Wow, he didn't get that. I, Otho Williams Jr., cannot give you wrong or right. I, Otho Williams Jr., cannot give you the truth. Again, it starts where? Inside of you. I can only give you a copy or a source or a part or a piece of information, but your mind, your body, soul, and your spirit has to be accompanied with your understanding. So sometimes I say, reiterate what I said. People say, you want me to say what you know. I want to hear, because you ever listen to your understanding and then you say, I still don't understand. And exactly. So if I say, you understand what I just said, now it's for you to now get the knowledge of it. I cannot do the rest part for you. And that's what he was failing to. Now, I don't say fail. We all have a set of incomplete information. If I'm a worker and I show my son how to work and I work so hard, my son now have the source of information or power, his energy, his wavelength, to now be a part of something. Say he became a basketball player. I didn't become one. But my hard work and dedication, I said, son, if you're going to become a basketball player, this is what it takes. Because I know how to work. But now I know how to become a basketball player. Now I know, okay, these hours, this training, this purpose, these places, these meetings, these shows, these games are going towards me becoming a basketball player. Now, once I become a basketball player, I have that my son has a son. Now he get him to be a basketball player. What's the next step? I'm not saying everybody should have the same step. Now, from being a basketball player, even there's steps in this. So we all think just because I did it, you can do it. No, I don't know what's in you. Imagine if we didn't have a person drew the building, the schematics, the blueprint, but we didn't have people to put the building together. You think that person that drew the schematics and the blueprints is well at electricity, at being an electrician, a plumber, a carpentryman, a laborer? You think that all of those positions did not require someone? See, everybody wants a top position, but nobody want to, now I'm not going to say work. Nobody wants to understand. Nobody wants the knowledge. Nobody wants a hashtag education, and nobody get the full truth, which is wiseness. So the brother overall, he didn't understand. I'm 1,000 for 1,000, because not one time did I say this score is gonna be 35-17. Say no. After it showed me 999 times, I did not say, man, this is not gonna work. After it showed me 999 times, I said, I'm gonna die when I know which direction to go and what not to do 999 times. People say, you're gonna be a pastor. I said, I would never be a pastor. You know why? This is my ending part with him. Not ending, but I said I couldn't be a pastor because I can't lie. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. You have all the powers and all the means to be the greatest you. Become the greatest you within whose side of you. Nobody can tell you, nobody can show you, and nobody can be you. Shalom, my brothers and sisters.